from a busy, busy weekend in Sac Anime at the Sacramento Convention Center. So all weekend was our first show of the year. We were there for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I kind of call myself counter programming with Sac Anime because I sell comic books. I'm a comic guy. And about 9 years ago, I took my kids to the show in Sacramento. And I'm not into anime myself. Now, I do enjoy some anime. I enjoyed Cowboy Bebop, not the live action, but the original uh, anime. Enjoyed that quite immensely. And of course, being a Gen Xer, I grew up loving certain like Akira. Okay, love that stuff. It was amazing, amazing animation. So I call myself counter programming because as a comic dealer, I'm there for kind of the guys that were dragged there by their families or their girlfriends or their wives, and it just gives them an outlet to find stuff. So I appreciate everybody who went out and did that. We did some videos, which you can find on my channel, um, live look-ins from the show floor, and they're really cool because you can see what I did is I set up the camera at the booth. Our booth is W41, and during that, you can see the cosplayers walk by. You can see all the sounds and the sights and stuff in like 20 to an hour different blocks of time, and you see a lot that goes on. So if you haven't checked those out, they're really cool. There's like 4 or 5 of them that were uploaded, maybe even 6 or 7 of them that were uploaded over the weekend, and those got a lot of nice looks so far. So anyway, if you have a chance, check it out. And if you could hit that like and subscribe button, that would be awesome for the algorithm of YouTube. So I picked up some books, and we're going to go through those. Picked up some Golden Age. There's a nice little stack of Golden Age comics in here. And there's a story on how I got those. And so that's pretty cool. But first I wanted to put these aside and unbox this Kickstarter that I just got in the mail. Literally just UPS dropped this off minutes ago. And I'm a Valiant guy. I've always been a Valiant guy. And that was my my drug, so to speak, into the comic realm. So I like to support creators that are nice to us as Valiant fans who have contributed in some way to Valiant lore. And this is a Kickstarter from David Barron, and David did a Kickstarter about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. And so one of the options for the Kickstarter was a mystery, like a mystery box, and could possibly have original art in it. It could have, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's in it? So I was like, you know what? I David's a great guy. I'm gonna support him and maybe pick up something very cool in the process. So thought I would open this up right here and see what exactly we ended up scoring in this little puppy. So I appreciate you guys checking out the videos that we post, whether it's live or kind of afterwards, like on the rewind. And so the Kickstarter that he did was called the Cobblestone Chronicles. And this was 26 boxes for this in the Kickstarter. I don't know if all 26 were claimed or not, but I got in pretty early on it, and I like David quite a bit, and so it was exciting for me to jump in and support him in this way. I don't do a lot of Kickstarters, but when it's a creator that I like and really do want to support them, I'm of course going to support them. So let's see what we got in here. This is a mishmash of stuff, I think. Let's get some of this stuff out. So first thing I got in here is a Batwoman pop figure. And this is a looks like a maybe a Comic-Con exclusive or a convention exclusive. It's signed by David, as he's got his signature DB right there on the front. Very cool. I don't collect pop figures, but I like this. This is a very cool figure to get in the mystery box. All right, let's see what else is in here. So it looks like some buttons and things like that. Some various patches, it looks like. As you can see here. This is a patch. I got 2 of those patches. Make sure I'm doing it in the camera correctly here. Got a magnet. Ooh, Batman Who Laughs. Look at that. And then some glasses with a mustache, little button. So very cool. Little added things to it. Let's see what this is. This is tiny certificate of authenticity. This is cool. ElzoWiki.com. So what this is it's a 1-in-1. It's a little tiny frame, and it has a little well, it has a coconut, it looks like, on it. This is an original. It comes with a tiny frame things is what it's called, and so it comes with this little card right here, and it has a 1-in-1 and a signature on it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's pop out the next thing in here. Apologize if it's taking me a little bit to open some of these up. David did a great job in packaging, like usual. And I'm good at tearing stuff up, so in just a moment I will be in this. All right, let's take that over to the side there. All right, so these are the actual books. So the book, it's the Cobblestone Chronicles, and so this is the book itself. This is what the Kickstarter was all about. Can't wait to get into it and read this. Okay, and then we got a couple other books here. This looks like some David Barron signed variants of other books that he's done. So very cool for that. There's another David Barron. This is a Detective Comics. $9.99? Yes, $9.99. Has a very cool remark, Batman remark right there by David. Signed right on the front of that comic. Very, very cool. Like that a lot. And one last thing in here. I haven't done a lot of Kickstarters, especially mystery box Kickstarters, so I didn't really know what to expect. Now, the cost of the Kickstarter was, at least for this, was $75. I do remember that. It looks like this is a graded book. You have some more stickers that David Barron put in. So very cool. And the book that I got here is the graded David Barron exclusive. It's a 9.6 CBCS Bloodshot 1. It's the Oasis Comics Virgin Edition, New York Comic Con 2019 exclusive. And it is a 9.6. On the back side, you can see the New York Comic Con exclusive logo right there. So very cool. Wasn't really expecting a a graded book in this, especially a Bloodshot one. But me being a Valiant guy, this will definitely stay in the PC, unless somebody out there just wants to wrestle it from me. But awesome. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get into some recent pickups that I've gotten. I don't want to take up too much of everybody's time today, so let me grab the stack of books. These are books that I'm either just recently picked up or specking on. Anyway, there's probably a little story to each one of them, and if it's a story worth talking about, I'll probably mention it. So I hit a lot of antique shops. The reason I hit antique shops is because occasionally you get lucky and you find comic books there. And I've done some unboxing videos before showing my pickups in recent like antique fairs and things like that. And I've gotten some nice stuff and really cheap. So one book that I recently picked up at an antique shop was this one. This is an early Dan DeCarlo Marvel comic, Millie the Model. And no, I didn't get this for $5. I did pay a fair price for it, but considering what it is, and it's 1951, early Marvel, just had to pick it up. It's a very cool book, and love that cover. It's definitely Dan DeCarlo for sure. So that was one that I was very excited about picking up. I recently just rediscovered a collection that I had socked away a long time ago. I bought a collection. It was a Spider-Man collection from a dentist, and this was years and years ago, 8-10 years ago maybe. And him being a dentist, he had these in there. Now this is an AIM toothpaste giveaway from 1982. It's with Doc Ock and Crisis and Cape Canaveral. Anyway, so these were a promotional giveaway for kids at the time for the Amazing Spider-Man and Marvel, and it was a giveaway, even though it does say a 60-cent value at the time. But these were this is just something very cool that you don't see every day, and wanted to share that. So here's a couple. This book has gotten a little bit hot for obvious reasons. Captain Britain, the MI6, the MI13. I'm sorry, MI13. This is the third print variant, the black and white variant, and I've found these in a bin. There were 2 of them. Picked them up really cheap, and excited to find those. Here's another one that I found at an antique shop. Captain Universe. This is not the first one. It's the second issue, but when you find something like this for $1, it's a no-brainer. You pick it up. Here's Critters, number 10. Yasaki. Awesome Stan Sakai cover. Just stellar. This is a great cover, and one that is very still undervalued. There's a lot of great covers for Critters, and this is one of them. If you can pick this one up relatively cheap like I did, absolutely pick it up. It's a steal. A recently new book that I picked up, Gun Honey. This cover is the virgin one, and there's also a black and white version of this, but I just thought this cover was pretty freaking awesome and picked it up. Happy to add that to the collection. An early What If. In fact, What If 2. Picked this up off of Whatnot after my buddy Christian L. Beans Comics. He had this on Whatnot. Is one of his Whatnot sales for Throwdown Thursday. Appreciate him, and picked this up. Also at that same sale, picked up this new stand of Wolverine, number 1, first appearance of Patch. So if I can get these at the price I got it for, all day long. All day long. Some Bronze Age goodness. I always love the Bronze Age Marvel books. This is World's Unknown #2. Pretty nice high grade. No spine ticks. These are getting increasingly harder to find in nice shape. Usually when you see them, they're just beat to hell. And luckily those were not. Let's see, those were not part of the pickups. I don't know why those were in there. I did a trade with somebody over the weekend and picked up some Boys 1 and 2. Issues 1 and 2, first prints. Boys is coming back June, right? June 3rd is when I saw them. So I'm getting these now before they get picked up again and hot again. So those are 2 recent pickups that I picked up. So I was at a shop in Modesto just recently, and they usually don't buy comics until the owner's there, and that's on Sundays. So I'm there, and this guy walks in, and he's got some old books, and they stink like, I mean, they fucking stink, right? They stunk, and it was very, very bad smell. And the books were, they were not in great shape, but a lot of them were silver, and there was some golden age, and one book really got my interest right off the bat, and that was, well, I'll show you it, which led me to just buying the rest of them. A House of Mystery 3. Beautiful, beautiful book. Not a book you see very often at all, right? House of Mystery 3. The last raw copy sold in the $116 range, and that was like a 2.0 or so when I looked it up. But so this is more like probably like a 2.5 at the most, but still a very early DC 1951 House of Mystery #3. So I bought this, and the guy was like, you could tell he's not a comic guy. These books were not in bags and boards. They were pretty smashed up and stuff. And so I offered him a price that I was comfortable in just taking them and getting them off his hands, because he obviously didn't want to leave with them. So the guy took it, and it ended up being less than $100, but he didn't really care because he just didn't want them anymore, and he didn't know anything about them, obviously. So some of them I ended up just throwing away because either they were coverless or like 3 or 4 pages were missing out of them. So these are some of the books that I really enjoyed in this spot. This is Babe Ruth Sports, and this is 1951. So some golden age Babe Ruth Sports. Not a lot of information about this book for sales. It says issue 7. I think it went only 9 issues, according to Overstreet when I looked it up, just for reference and noticed. But Babe Ruth Sports 7 was in that group. Of course, you're going to get a Walter Lance New Funnies, and no different here. It's a 10-cent 1951 Dell comic. Nothing really significant about this at all. It's just a funnies book. It's an early Archie Susie 1951. I think it's 83, issue 83. So this was in that group. Here's a Looney Tunes Merry Melodies from 1951, 52 in there. Here is a Tarzan from Dell. This is issue 34. Thing I hate about the Dell, a lot of the Dell books, they didn't put the numbers of the issues on the front. Okay, you have to open it up and look at it. So what I normally do is on the back side, I'll put that number like right there, so that if I end up putting this in a Tarzan box or selling it, then I let the person know who's going through that box that, and they usually, if they're going through a Tarzan box, they either have a list. They're looking for specific issues. They're trying to complete a run, and so then I have that number on the back, and I let them know that, and that saves a lot of time. A lot of these guys know the covers, although they're pretty much painted. But this is issue 34, and this was in that group. Here's another book that I picked up in there. It was Star Spangled Comics. This is 119, 1951. This is one of the nicer books in the group, shape-wise. Probably in that 6.5, 7 range. No writing, no pages missing, anything like that. Here is a Walt Disney Comics and Stories that I picked up from that. This is a 1951 issue, Donald Duck, and obviously his nephews right there. It is a subscription issue for some Alice Ambrose. So Alice, if you're watching from Modesto, California, this was your subscription copy. Here is a four color 325, 1951, Mickey Mouse and the Haunted Castle. This is probably one of my favorite books I got in this. One of the nicer shaped books in here, in that 6570 range. It's gorgeous inside. The artwork in it is really nice. Here is a Felix the Cat, issue 25. A lot of Golden Age covers, especially at this time, used a lot of yellow covers, and this is no different. 1951. Here is a Jesse James, number 7. Probably one of the cooler books I got from this Golden Age little stack. There's a little Silver Age. Patsy and Hetty, little marble, late 60s, late Silver Age, issue 106. This is right near the end of the run for that book too. So that's it for the Golden Age books. That's anything that was of value or interest was really with that. So continuing, I did get this the other day. Love this cover. Deadwood, number 1. It's just a badass cover. It's just amazingly well done, from Vince Locke, and always will pick that up if I find it. One last, I wanted to show this book off because I will have this book with me in Berkeley, and pick this up from a local guy, and I will have this for sale, like I said, on Saturday. But it is a very, very nice copy of ASM 101. First appearance of some vampire, a monster. And this will be available at BerkeleyCon. So this one had some wrinkles here from some water damage, some liquid. I don't know what it was, but it spent a really nice week plus in a press and got some tender love and care, and it looks gorgeous. So not gonna be cheap, folks, but it is a pretty book. So one last book that came in today, I'm really excited about because it knocks off another needed book from my Nintendo collection. I am now only five, right there, 5 away from completing it. No, it's not graded. It's raw, and I've not really shown raw ones that I picked up because it's not as sexy. It's not as sexy, right? But Super Mario, number 6, final issue. This is the direct market. Again, if you're just watching my video and you see this bad boy, this book, the way you can tell it's newsstand or not, they all have the bar. Okay, they all have the bar. The $1.95 and the slit covers, well, it's just $1.95. That's a direct market edition. The $1.50 cover price is the newsstand. That's the big difference. So there you go. That one knocks off another issue that I've needed for my collection, and would love to hear what you guys think of the pickups I got down below in the comment section. That would be awesome. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel, as we're going to be dropping videos like this ever so randomly. And if you hit the notification button, you'll know when those videos go out, and we appreciate you watching them either live or some other time. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. And if you're going to be in Berkeley, please stop by the booth and say hello. And we got lots of shows coming this year, folks. Are you ready?